Hey exiles, how we doing? This is Mr. A2G and we are back playing some more Saga of Survival. How we going, guys? Alrighty, so look, first of all, guys, sorry I missed on Friday's video. I did have a video lined up for it, but just got given all the information regarding some of the update schedule, roadmap, all that sort of stuff. Now I'm assuming by now that you guys have already seen that through the Facebook page. If not, if you have, doesn't matter, we're going to go through it anyway today. So pretty much this is what this video is going to be all about. So I did get some information about that, but I did want to put out a different video, but I'm going to scrap that in favor of this one here. So we're going to get right into it anyway. So with that being said, guys, if you guys are new, make sure you guys are subscribed and notified with the notification bell so you don't miss out on any video uploads. Like and comment, guys, especially with this one today. Guys, I want to get some interaction with this particular video, but you guys are going to know that in due course as I'm going to go through it. Righto, so update roadmap, guys. So we've got information regarding the release in February this month, March, and also March this month. So there's a couple of bits and pieces that we're going to go through today. There was some things that got introduced through their video roadmap update, but from what my understanding is, I've got some more information here, so we're going to go through that today. So I'm going to disregard this month. We're just going to quickly roll into March, and then I'm going to go back to February update, what they're looking to bring us. So release 1.13, this is going to give us some bits and pieces. Look, this is not going to be a major part of the update. The next part will be, but we're going to go through this part first. Okay, so special rewards for ads video. So basically they're giving us the ability to watch those 30-second to 1-minute ads and receive some items in return. It is what it is. I'm not going to go any further than that, guys, but with that in mind, we've also got finally new updated daily rewards. I think we've been asking for this ever since, you know, probably the first few weeks after we got the initial daily reward update. So that awesome, can't wait for that. Hopefully we get some good items coming through for that. A new premium program, so I'm not too sure exactly what this is. I'm guessing at this point it should be the premium reward system with the daily rewards. So you spend X amount of money there and you get all the premium stuff to go with the daily stuff that you get given on a daily basis. And actually, you know what, the update from there sort of takes a turn for the better. Okay, so aside from that, adventure maps with 3 special adventures. So this looks like a PvE style quest line by the looks of things at initial glance. I have asked for some clarification for these things as well from what was given. I haven't heard back yet at the time of this recording. If I get some info between now or after the video goes live or in the next couple of days thereafter, I'll let you guys know. Okay, but yeah, adventure maps with 3 special adventures. So interesting. 8 new enemies, 2 new specific locations. So with this one here, guys, we have some new locations coming up in March. So we're not too sure exactly what they are. Are they going to finally give us the new dungeon area? Not sure. I'm hoping so. I reckon that it's going to be awesome with a new boss, but we don't know yet. So whether or not that it might be that or might be something else, we're not sure at this point of time. Also from there, we have the shelter raids in release 1.14 in the same month in March. Now this is not completely confirmed. I'm guessing this is their roadmap for now, what they're giving us. It may be pushed back potentially, we don't know yet, but for now we're rolling on the fact that it says March, so we'll continue as such. So shelter raids PvP. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys are up in the air with PvP and how this all works at the moment. Okay, so there hasn't been too much information completely released about it, but some of the information that I do know is that it is optional. Okay, so I know you guys are freaking out, or some of you guys have freaked out before about the whole PvP thing, whether it's turned you off the game or not sure, but just so you know, it is opt-in if you really want to do so. Okay, now from my understanding is that we should have what we call a little white flag that we can utilize on our base, and that will tell other players that we can't attack or engage or essentially raid that particular base. Now, we don't know exactly how it's still going to work in terms of mechanical wise. Are we going to be raiding actual players' bases, or will they be copies of player bases? Now, the way that I think that's going to work, it's probably going to work in a randomized sort of gesture. So what I'm thinking is that when you sort of go out into the overmap here, so I'm guessing when you do that in your surrounding areas, you do have random players that you see from time to time, and I'm guessing that they're going to be the raidable bases that you can get in your proximity. Obviously if you travel out further and things like that, you may be able to raid further bases, but I'm guessing with this, it's not going to be something that you can just continuously do day after day or kind of thing. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of limitation that we're going to be given in regards to how the rating should work. That's my initial impression on it. I'll throw that back to you guys. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments. How do you think raids would be handled? Do you think it's going to go in the manner that I've just mentioned, or do you think will we have like a quest line kind of thing, sort of like what other games are doing at the moment? I've got a funny feeling it's going to be the way that I just mentioned. So player bases in your area will probably be the raidable ones. You might be only able to raid them once and once only. They may have some sort of thing that they might sort of reinstate energy, for example, to raid a player's base. Once that's done, your energy's gone and you have to wait it out until you sort of recoup. I think that will be a good implementation for the raiding side of things, just so we don't sort of saturate the system in terms of people raiding people continuously. So I think that might be a good idea. Devs, if you're watching this, take note. That's probably my suggestion to you guys. Defensive items, next one is spawners. Now I don't know exactly what this is too much. Now again, that we just got given the information before, so there's not too much for us to go upon with this, so I thought I'd just bring this up while we've got it there. Circle of power, item destruction. Again, not too sure exactly what that's going to entail. If I quickly go into here, I don't know whether or not there was a craftable item. Oh, there we go, circle of power. Okay, so used for disassembling items. So we're finally probably going to get the change in recipe. So this steel plate, we're not going to be able to obviously have this in game yet, but the Marion steel plate, because it's not physically in game, so this is why it's not craftable. I'm assuming that the recipe will be changed as a result. So that's basically it from there, guys. And with this, we can disassemble items from what my understanding would be. So whether you got broken weapons, broken items, whatever it may be, you can break them down, recoup some of that material there, which I think is really good. I think that's something that we would want in game. For me, I've got a ton of items in boxes and things like that. As you can see, it's just, there's just a lot of broken items and things like that, so it is what it is. And distant weapon hit effect, that's the other thing that's going to be updated in the 1.14 update, during the March update between the 1.13 and then thereafter we'll get 1.14. Basically that's it regarding the distant weapon effect, circle of destruction, defensive items, and the shelter raids. That caps off those two updates. Now, development to be announced. There's going to have clan help, clan level up, new dungeon with 6 levels. My god, that I cannot wait for, guys. 6 level dungeon. Now, I don't know, that's got to be Abandoned Fortress. That there, I don't know whether they're going to use that for the Abandoned Fortress. I have no clue. Or will they update the current dungeon that we have at the moment? I'm not sure. But either way, guys, whichever way it's going to be, 6 level dungeon. That's going to be freaking amazing. Whether or not they're going to use some of those levels for PvP only, who knows? So with our clans, that could be something. I'm not sure, but yeah, maybe a clan specific level or something or other. You know, maybe the first 5 levels or maybe the first 4 levels. You know, whether it would be a you know, single player. Next one will be clans. Next one will be something else, whether it's complete PvP with players that are in the zone. You guys can work together. That, you know, that could happen. Who knows? Or it might be something else. Who knows? Ratings tweak, skills, new location levels for Cursed Forest Caves. That's another interesting one. Cursed Forest Caves, guys. So what we currently have at the moment from the Stronghold, Raiders Hut, Rocky Spires, and the Rugged Cliffs, there might be another level that we've got with the another little tunnel area for the Cursed Forest. That'd be interesting. Clan achievements, a new enemy, Undead Warlock. Okay, Undead Warlock, that's interesting. Gems, not too sure what that's going to be about. New clan tournament, that is interesting. That piques my interest as well. Just want more clan engagement, guys. I love what we've got at the moment with the clan missions. Over time, obviously, you know, we're gonna have to expand on that, but for now, it's good what we've got there. So, you know, we'll put that aside, I guess. New enemy type, elite enemies. Okay, not too sure what that's going to be all about. Clan locations. Okay. So we're getting better. We're getting some more juicier items there. But like I said, this is all to be advised, guys. This is what I'm sort of talking about now. We're done away with 1.14 update. That everything from what I started from with the clan help, which is in development. This is all in future, guys. And new location, outposts. So finally, those little things that are sticking out of the cliffs in the over map, hopefully we're going to start be able to use them pretty soon. But there's some subheading there. We've got the Crystals Cave Trader Skill Training Ground. Cool. So that's what the outpost may give us by the looks of things. So there we go, guys. That's pretty much with the updates, with the roadmap that what they're trying to do and what they're looking at doing. I'm glad they've finally given us some information regarding, you know, the development cycle, the roadmap itself, you know, what to expect, what we can expect from it. Pretty much what they've slated for, but from the 1.12, 1.3 and 1.4 updates are going to be our pretty much what we can say all but confirmed. Still waiting on some of the other things to be implemented, like all the weapons and things like that. They are in game, but they are available through clan missions so far. From what I've been able to see and what my understanding is for that to be believed. Okay, so the next part here, and this is where I want you guys to start commenting as well about this, because I want to make sure that you guys are engaged with this as well, because look, I don't know how this is going to be taken or where the direction is going to be moving forward with the update as well. So let's just get right into it, guys, because I really want to hear your thoughts on this. So factions. Okay, this is going to be in update 1.12, so this month. And the other thing that they've mentioned here is aesthetic improvement mountains. So I think they're just going to update the mountain information, but they're just going to put in, you know, maybe detail, whatever it may be. But let's show you the factions. Basically, there's going to be 3 different factions. Now, please excuse the screenshot. If you've got the, if you're looking at the information here, it does say fraction. I'm guessing that's a typo, so please, guys, just bear with it. But we've got 3 factions. We've got Charmers, Fighters. Whoops, there goes my other phone. Should just probably hold that. That might be a little bit better. Sorry about that. So, sorry, Charmers, Fighters, and Scammers. Now, these here are 3 factions that we can align ourselves to, okay? So we'll have the ability to self-align to this if we want to. And from there, who knows what will happen, what can happen, what it's going to entail. They were very coy about this, so I tried to poke and prod. I did ask some information about this when I first saw this initially. My first question was, will this interfere with clans, and how will that be addressed? Now, I haven't received a response yet, so I'm waiting for that at the moment. So I'm guessing, you know, there's got to be something that they have in the back of their minds that they're not going to either, you know, influence, or they're not going to, you know, interrupt our clans or anything in that regard. Not too sure if, you know, let's say the clan leader joins a faction, does everyone else have to join the same faction? At this point, I don't believe that's going to be the case, but again, I don't know the full story about it. So it's a nice little concept. It's a nice little thing that they've put in. This could take the game in a whole different direction, and I think this is probably something that's really important to sort of talk about, and I want you guys to talk about it with me in the comment section as well. So this is something that I wanted to, yeah, really sort of go hard on it and sort of discuss. And yeah, this is pretty much everything that I sort of wanted to get out beforehand, before I went into the update map before. So the factions, interesting. So again, charmers, fighters, scammers. Okay, look, don't know exactly what it fully entails. We have no idea at this point in time, so I'm just thinking about it. I thought about it over the last couple of days when we got the information from the devs. So, you know, like I said, you know, it gives us the ability to align to a faction, and from there, I'm just sort of reading through some of the notes that I was given. Yeah, so they'll be available for all players. Okay, so basically, this is we're going to get more information as time comes on, probably in the next couple of weeks. I'll probably say towards maybe mid to late this month, we'll probably get that further information. But yeah, so far 3 factions for now, as I said. Interesting. I just want to know your thoughts about it, guys. This is probably it. What do you expect out of factions? What do you expect it to do? What do you think it could entail? So as I said, you know, I think this is probably, you know, like an additional sort of alliance that we can join, you know, aside from our clans. You know, clans are one thing, factions are a different thing. Doesn't mean that we'll have a larger, you know, entity that we can align ourselves with. Will they split up, say, you know, the mapping structure, as in the overmap, so we can go into our own factions? Or will it be our factions have certain traits and abilities? That's what I'm thinking, and that's what I'm sort of leaning towards too. You know, traits and abilities. As you can see, there was fighters, there was scammers, you know, and also the charmers. So look, who knows? What could they be? What could they entail? You know, does the charmer have the ability to tame animals or enemies, let's say? Temporarily put them under your control, kind of thing. Make them a neutral while you're in map. Who knows? Fighters might have more aggressive fighting attributes, possibly more, you know, buffed up skills or fighting attack. That's what I'm thinking. You know, that's one option. I'm not sure. And then finally, scammers. You know, I'm thinking of 2 things. Scammers, you know, will we have the ability to thief and loot a lot more aggressively? So whether that be, you know, in regards to, say, raids, you know, that we can sort of tiptoe by a little bit more, be more of a stealthy style player, or does the scammer attribute may give us the ability to have better loot drops in zones? That's probably one other thing I thought about, you know, over the last day or so when I got the this information here. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much the video that I was going to sort of put out post this update information pack that we got. So let me know what you think, guys, especially with the upcoming update now with the 1.12 with factions and the like. Let me know what you think. Throw it in the comments, guys. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys are subscribed and notified with the notification bell. Like the video, guys, and be sure to comment. I want to hear your thoughts about all this. Alright guys, take it easy. I'll catch you next time.